Hi, everybody. It's Saturday, May 9th, and welcome to Easy Walks on Cloud. It is a little cloudy outside, but the sun is peeking through. So let's do a quick catch up. Carrie had her senior photo shoot. We attended a retirement. There was a woman in the moon, and we had a spa day with the girls. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, it was a struggle to create this YouTube, but not due to lack of creativity. It has been hectic at my job, but that is the job I pray for and I cry for and I ask for. So I'm nevertheless extremely grateful. Just a little chaotic, but it'll get better. This is episode number 4 of the blooming season, and this episode is about romanticizing our lives. I think this is a concept that became a little popular in the past 2 years. I like the idea of slowing down, making the best out of whatever you already have, taking control of how you want your days to look like. I think, like anything else in the social media space, universe, something can quickly become like a very saturated trend in where it kind of loses its goodness. But I think this is something that we should really take to heart. And I'm going to share with you guys how I managed to do that. My habits of romanticizing my daily life became a little bit better when I started practicing gratitude. I think the concept of gratitude kind of helped me focus on things that I already have, how my life already looks, and not focus on things that I want or that I haven't achieved yet. Like I'm very, very careful with making sure that I'm not dismissing my goals or my wants. I don't want my determination or my passion to achieve certain things to mess up my current present, if that makes any sense. So let's talk about how I'm romanticizing my life this season. My number one way that I romanticize life is creating a beautiful morning. I am a firm believer that how you start your day, it is probably the most important thing. How I romanticize starting my day is, as of lately, I avoid using my phone. I am a doom scroller, so I have to be very careful. So instead of quickly grabbing my phone and looking at it, I try to get up, um, drink my water, my supplements, start very slow. I work 5 days a week. So when I have days off, I allow my body to wake up whenever it's ready to wake up. I like to do some kind of movement, body movement. I get something to eat, a cup of coffee, come back home, get some reading, a little journaling, very slow to allow myself to kind of feel at peace. The next thing I like to do is dressing with intention. So every Sunday, I have a little ritual where I pick at least 5 cute outfits that I would like to wear. Dressing with intentions outside of work allows me to remain myself. And I love fashion. I have always loved fashion. This is how I want to look that day. This is how I want my day to go that day. Manifested some positivity for the future Izzy. Firm believer that in creating happiness through fashion. There's nothing a cute outfit can do for you. It'll uplift your spirit, your confidence, and having the power to make yourself pretty. Such a powerful thing. The next thing I do to romanticize life is solo date. I am a social person. I think I like people, but I thrive in solitude. I think finding happiness in company is such a special thing, but learning how to fully be happy on your own and self entertain, it's almost like essential for survival. Just having the time to really get to know myself and ask myself questions that uh, I wish other people would ask me. I guess it's super valuable for self growth and self development. Solo dates have been one of those like beautiful pleasures that I allow myself every 2 months. I think when I go grocery shopping, I kind of get a little mini solo date, but it's mostly errands, right? But I do intentionally set like a time where like I go to a museum or like a little event by myself where I can intake everything that's happening at my own pace, on my own way, and allow my thoughts to kind of create with nobody, no exterior opinion or anything like that. Just move at your own pace. The next thing I like doing to romanticize my life is turning daily errands and chores into peaceful, beautiful rituals. So I thrive in a clean, organized space. I do clean a lot. At least every 2 weeks, I have a day where I reset my apartment, which I spend most of Saturday cleaning. You might think that's boring, but I like it. I turn it into a little day. I clean the whole day. I turn on my favorite candle, put on my favorite music, clean, create my flower arrangements, and make my house look very Nancy Meyer. And at the end of the day, I treat myself to some Uber Eats, whatever my heart desires. Take care of this. You're going to have less chaos during the week. You're going to be able to eat better, have more time to work out, and more time to read, more time to doom scroll if you want. I try to fully encourage incentives where I'm clean while I'm cleaning. But I think the number one thing is just listening to having the right playlist. The last thing I do to romanticize my life is protect my peace. I think that's the most important one for me. The meaning of protecting my peace is being very selective of the thoughts I let into my head. I am very careful with stuff that I um, watch, um, people that I surround myself with, things that I want to do. I try to focus on very high vibrational stuff. I always say, is that going to bring you good karma? If I get upset, I'll be like, nope, stop it, don't get upset. What can you do to make the situation better? What is your responsibility in this scenario, and how can you make it better? I am a big self accountability person. I think learning how to do that has made my life so much better, along with being grateful all the time. So, now, don't get me wrong, I'm still human. One of my guilty pleasures right now is Euphoria, and that's probably the most low vibrational show you can ever watch. But it's just finding the balance on things. When it comes to protecting my peace, I try to avoid self comparison. I try to avoid talking about others, gossiping. I try to always be encouraging of people, celebrate others, be happy for others. You don't know how hard people have worked for what they have. I think that mentality totally changed my life about how I interact with other human beings. It's living in a whimsy world that is not perfect, but it is good for your soul. Here's some other ideas that you can do to romanticize your life: a brunch day with your best friend, but pick a theme to dress up, flower arrangements, Whole Foods, first thing in the morning. You get up, you get in your car, you drive to Whole Foods with your favorite tote bag, and you just walk around and get a coffee. Concerts with your bestie, cake for your birthday.